streaming, especially since it was solo content, I was streaming 12 to 16-hour days. Like, it was crazy how much I was streaming. And I had a lot of pride to the point where I was like, yeah, no, I'm totally fine. This is not a big deal. But the thing is, like, a lot of what was happening behind the scenes that you all didn't know about, Leslie and I were getting into fights because I streamed so much, 12 to 16 hours a day. And Leslie was streaming herself as well, meant that we barely had time to see each other. And the saddest thing about like back in the day is that it's really hard for a couple to go live. Like John and Jody, I'm sure, run into this problem too.
This is actual real talk.
Go live at the exact same time, because you share so much viewership. RFM. Thanks to the extra 10 gifted, and with the Prime sub yourself. Thanks, man. You're nuts. So when you and your significant other go out and go live at the exact same time, like, the truth of it is that a lot of you guys, a lot of chat is watching the two of them. The two of you. I can't even talk right now. I'm so nervous. Yoon, thank you for the 10 gifted subs.
Hopefully you and Abe won't have this situation too. Actually, we don't at the moment. And it actually works out quite well because I'm super degen and Abe is super morning. So what ends up happening is, like, we kind of take like this weird 12-hour shift where it's like, if I stream late night, I can host into him in the morning, and then he streams in the morning and hosts into me at night. It's kind of like the Hafu Dog Dog situation from many years ago where they would like alternate schedules. And then on the days that we take off, like, or on the days that I take off or he takes off, we get to, you know, hang out more. We're like a 24-hour couple. So it's kind of funny. Yeah, actually we work out fine. And then sometimes we take the days off. Like yesterday was really cute. So yesterday, he streamed during the day. I took my day off, and then I was cleaning and making him food during stream. And then for dinner, we were both chillaxing. I made dinner, and then we sat by the living room couch, and we were just literally binging anime and eating dinner and like watching, and it was like a really nice time. So. Why are you guys crying? You're supposed to be happy. But yeah, last night we were catching up on Ranking of Kings. So we're caught up now. We were catching up on a few episodes of Demon Slayer season 2. And then we were just like browsing Crunchyroll. And then Abe was like, oh, this show looks kind of interesting. So he started this anime called Tomodachi Game. And it's very similar to like Squid Game-esque Liar Game kind of thing, where it's literally like a bunch of people or a bunch of kids, they're friends. They like randomly get debated into entering this game show. And basically they're in a lot of debt. So they're trying to like reduce their debt. Anyways, we watched 2 episodes because there's only 2 episodes out. But it was a fun time, you know. We find time. I think the thing that is hard, the thing that was hard with Leslie and Edison was that they didn't live together. But we live together, you know. Like, we see each other all the time. Even like sometimes Abe comes into my room on this side when he's like streaming, and then he like dances. He like dances here. And then sometimes I go into Abe's room and like give him food, but he can't hear me, so it scares the shit out of him. I'll go up right behind him and like put the plate down. He'd be like, oh, when did you get here, you know? Yeah, he literally like dances at my door sometimes. Oh, and then sometimes when we take breaks to like use the bathroom. So there's a bathroom in this room. There's a bathroom in his office room, like his stream room. And there's a bathroom out in the hallway. Sometimes we'll deliberately go to the farther bathroom so that we could like visit each other while we're working or streaming or something. So I mean, like we make it work, you know? We make it work. Also, I think that Yeah. All right, I'm done. Let's keep listening.
Yeah. Basically, TLDR, I started burning out, and I was not.
Bingus.
Zalatour, thank you for 14 months.
I was like too prideful to admit that I was burning
but
out.
unfollowing.
Like, not only was I burning out because it was affecting my IRL, like my real life, like my relationship with Leslie. because we both go live,
Sad.
and we barely would see each other because I'd be streaming all the time.
To be absolutely fair, though, I think Abe and I are like an anomaly, because if you really think about it, both of us were in a long distance relationship for like almost 5 years. Like, we were in a long distance relationship for almost 5 years, and we made it. That's a very, very rare case. Most long distance relationships don't make it. Because like when we first met, I was in Toronto and he was in New York. And then we used to, hi Felicia. And then we used to take the Greyhound bus, like 1.5 hours or 2 hours to see each other. Like he would come to Toronto for a weekend. I would go to like Buffalo for a weekend. And we did that for at least like 9 months, busing. And then after he graduated from the university, he went back to the city in New York. And that's not a busable, like it's busable, but it takes like almost 12 hours to bus. So then we started doing plane rides. So then I would take the plane at an 1.5 hour plane. So it went from an 1.5 hour bus to an 1.5 hour plane. And then, so I would take plane rides to go to New York, but because it's like a longer distance, we would take, like, I would stay there for like 3 to 4 weeks. And then sometimes he would come back with me to Toronto 3 to 4 weeks. And then sometimes we would not see each other for 3 to 4 weeks because, like, you know, we can only be in each other's country for 6 months. And then sometimes he would come here for for like 4 weeks, and I would go there for 3-4 weeks and like all this stuff. And we did that for like 4 years until recently. So 4 or 5, yes. And we've been together for like a long time. So I think our dedication kind of helps.
And we try to make it to like I did a lot of the midnight graveyard shift. I don't know if you all remember, but I'd start around like 4 a.m. and then go around till, like, you know, the afternoon. But what I am here to give you all is kind of just
I'm
like
inspired.
What I've been going through and how it's been affecting me. And I gotta say, it was really, really, really damn hard.
Aww.
It was really damn hard. And the month after we broke up, we didn't really announce it right away, just because we wanted to, you know, like we wanted to like make sure and finalize and make sure like everything was good. But like the month after we broke up, it was so hard on me to the point where I couldn't sleep at night. Like any kind of conscious thought that I ever had was pretty much like, okay, what happened? What went wrong? How did we get to this point? And it got to the point where I had to work out multiple times a day, like twice a day. I would do cardio in the mornings, or I would do
Edison was working out a lot.
Weightlifting during the night, because the only way that I could actually fall asleep was if I was so physically exhausted that I didn't even have the opportunity to like think or do anything else, right? So like my life, probably like the month after our breakup was like really rough. It's just tough because when you're like Leslie and I were together for 5.5 years, right? And when you're with someone for 5.5 years, you just get so used to having someone in your life and someone who's always there for you, who like having this like person who's on your team, and it's, you know, it's almost like you against the world, like the two of you together against the world. It's just like the most incredible feeling, and something that like I had become completely addicted.
I'm still in Valo. Let me change that.
And so after our breakup, I was going through withdrawal, just straight up. And trying to deal with that withdrawal was so hard on me, and I had like the darkest thoughts I'd ever had in my life. And I you know, like, yeah, it was really, really tough, really, really tough. And that's a big reason why I've been kind of going through like glow up, through like I got my hair dyed and I got my ears pierced. I wanted to be the point where like I could look in the mirror and I could see someone who was different, and someone that wasn't the Edison that I remember. Like I just wanted someone that I could like visually and viscerally see that like was like going somewhere different in life. You know, like I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah, I was just going through some shit, man. And it was really tough. truth be told, you know, I know we have like a love-hate relationship chat. For all of you new viewers, you don't really know this, but back in the day, like my chat used to shit on me all the goddamn time. It was like we had like a hate, love relationship. But
oh god,
yeah,
it's so bullshit.
Like, I miss it. I miss it a lot, and especially after my breakup with Leslie, like I don't even know what else I have. To be totally honest.
No.
And I sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Tell us the prison story.
Thank you.
Aww. It's gonna be okay.